Did I get lucky on my iron? I did. I have some under a holy site. Oh, that's quite useful, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted to mine a resource, so yeah. I'll keep an eye on that, but my iron sells for a lot, like quite a considerable amount. Can I afford a library yet? No. Next term, though, I should be able to afford a library, and that'll help me try and get this scientist. Okay, they're going to settle just there, next to my capital. Alright, that's really annoying. That's way too close to my capital, but hopefully the loyalty they won't be able to keep. There's an easy way of working out whether or not the loyalty will be able to, hold on to this one. Go into the score menu, have a look at Byzantium and show details. Have a look at their era score. 13. That means, I believe, they will be in a normal age. I'm going golden, so there's no way they're going to hold on to the city unless they slap a governor in there and increase the population massively. There's another settler. Goodness me, they really are settling on this continent. Byzantium are going to be an absolute pain for me. But hey, sometimes you need a good antagonist to bring the best out of you. That's what we're going to hope for today. Right, there's the library. It's worth 3 science because of Hattusa. That's why I'm rushing it in. 17 science already? That's pretty damn good. And nobody's given Hattusa any envoys yet. That means, in theory, if I went ambassador, I could grant myself 2 envoys, snag them, and use their army to attack, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, the governor is there. Which we can actually work out which governor is in the city. The governor's giving them +4. On this mod, every governor gives a different amount of loyalty. Spymaster, general, defender, surveyor, those all give 4 loyalty. I reckon it's severe. That would be my guess if I could guess. Now, the problem with that settlement is that I was going to actually get that iron. There was a small part of me that was thinking, do I buy it? But no, I didn't. And am I going to regret that pretty quick? Most probably. Also, I am going to put this here for now because, let's face it, this is probably the ultimate aim of the playthrough. Can we get Golden Gate across Constantinople? Constantinople? Constantinople. That would be my absolute aim if we can do that. So they are probably going to attack me, Byzantium, which isn't very handy. Oh, this scientist is going to be really tricky to get as well, but a 3 food 1 production route will help Halep grow quite nicely. And I think whilst we have discipline's fine, but I should now look to build a little bit of a standing army to hold back Byzantium. I might do a little war to take Antioch here, unless the loyalty is really going to give it to me on a plate, which, you know what, it should. Can't guarantee these things. Now, I've got a project happening here, and I've got a ton of faith in reserve. Can I just buy out the great scientist? If I could do that, that would be amazing. I can. You know what? I'm grabbing it. I know that I could have had a couple of settlers, but just that scientist I think is going to serve me so well going forward. And in the meantime, whilst I deal with the barb problem, I'm just going to start punching out some lovely warriors. We're going to war. I need this continent protected for myself. If it's not, we're going to regret it very quickly. Oh, Persia's expanding in this direction, which will stop my exploration. Go on, you can come through if you want. Here's an opportunity. Move forward. Attack. Excellent. And I'm going to switch over to Agogi to punch out a huge army now. We've got urban planning as well. And another governor. What governor would I like? I could get my second promotion for my Grand Vizier, which would give me the Serasker. That's 10 combat strength when attacking defensible districts. It's pretty big. It would mean with Crusade, my 20 strength warrior would be attacking with 40 strength against Antioch. That's nice, actually. And there's a formal war against me here, so... Well, I say there's an announcement against me, which means that I can form a war if I would so choose, which I am kind of tempted to be fair. Saying that, I would love Pioneer because it gives me 2 population instantaneously in my capital, which is amazing. And I can start getting things like 2 food in every city, extra production towards settlers. I think we've got to just play the game as we see it, though. Let's get the Grand Vizier. I just need 1 more promotion, and suddenly this is huge. That is a huge upgrade for me. There are more governors to come. There are lots more governors to come, so we'll keep doing this as we can. Gilgamesh. Now, unfortunately for Gilgamesh, at some point, I need all of his land. All of it. In order to restore the Ottoman borders to their previous glory, we need to take it all over. However, that can wait. We've got loads of time. So, Gilgabro, friendship, it's happened. Do you want iron, Gilgabro? No, but Theodora does. Oh, the denouncements actually run out. That's a little bit annoying. Gilgamesh is settling right up into my continent. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. My land being encroached on all sides. It's going to be such an angry game. Now, is Byzantium going to get a religion? No, they are not going to get a religion. I tell you what, that makes me very happy to see. We like that a lot. Now, Crusade is spreading nicely. I just want to let that happen. Monumentality will help me to kick a couple of builders out into the world. Let's finally kill these barbarians. I've got my slingers that have upgraded just a little bit. My warriors are pushing to the front line with Byzantium. I have another governor, and we can now look to get political philosophy. In the meantime, some strange options we could take. Spy Master would give me a spy in the capital. I could immediately send that through to Byzantium and get myself 3 combat strength against them, which is pretty cool. Obviously, the general is there, means that I immediately get 2 melee class units. I might get the general once I've unlocked either man-at-arms or swordsman just for a bit of a rush. Obviously, we want Hermetic Order as well, because I want to know where the ley lines are. Not that that's a huge thing for me right now. Eventually, I'll get universities, and that's when it will become a real bonus for me. Architect eventually is quite useful. Urban zoning gives me district production, builder production, builder charges, production in every city. Architect is a very strong neutral card. Ambassador though, I mean that would take Hattusa, which gives me horses, and a leviable army. 295, it's not a bad leviable army as well. Tell you what, I'm going to just get a preemptive denouncement of Byzantium in, because formal wars, we absolutely want one of those. By the way, as predicted, Byzantium did go for a normal edge, so they're currently on -14. Maybe we don't have to immediately war them as hard. It's difficult to say, isn't it? Oh, there are so many options. So many options. I'm gonna put it off for a bit. We're gonna go Hermetic Order. Let's find the ley lines. Now, are we going to get lucky at all, or are they all going to be in the desert? There's one on a tiny island, and there are 2 over for me to go and cat in this direction. Actually, there's a few. Not a huge amount, but those will just help me to make some mega districts. Like already, look, that's a +6 campus over there. It's a +6. There's actually some really good campuses around now. Babylon, honored to meet you. Love to sample your hospitality. Again, Babylon, very much on my list of conquering territories. Got to go through them at some point. And they really want iron. Okay, yep, you can have my iron. And actually, I'm going to start selling open borders to anybody that's going to pay me a decent amount of money and that isn't right next to me. You know, I respect my own privacy, but I don't mind giving open borders to Georgia, which is ages away. So Georgia has a religion. That's interesting. Nobody else that we've met has a religion, so we might be just about okay on this front. And there is the Barb encampment destroyed, and they've given me masonry. Okay, cool. That saves me a job. Just to show you what this looks like, already my warrior, without even getting the Crusade bonus, is getting that +10 from Serasker. Oh, that'll be good. That'll be very strong indeed. Where do I want to put the government plaza? That is a good question. That is a really good question. I could improve my campus, which would be pretty nice. Yeah, the settlers are what I need, and to get them properly, I need my governors sorted out as quick as possible. I'm going to have to do a little change around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch over. So my Grand Vizier is in Halab. Now, 10 tiles on this governor is actually still giving me a benefit on Constantinople. So in theory, if I did want to attack over there, it wouldn't be too much of a problem. But I will get the pioneer, I think, in my capital. That'll help me to get my settlers faster, which means I do want the government plaza, which means I'm going to get a builder so that I can chop down this deer. It all makes sense in my head. Will it make sense forever? No one's sure. Yeah, okay, look, now I've got a load of warriors in this area. I don't look quite as weak, do I now? And what I'm hoping is I can sweep in and take this city as a 3 city, and we can avoid the war entirely. That would be relatively amusing. Oh, I just found 2 ley lines right here. Oh, they were in the fog of war this whole time. Yes. Oh, suddenly this campus is even better. Check out this one as well. +7. Oh, yes, please. This all looks amazing. Can I have your open borders, please? Let me in. 11 gold, that'll be fine. I need to explore everyone, everywhere. Oh, Byzantium declared war on me. Ha ha ha. Actually, that works really well. That works really well. Okay, if you want to do that, then fine. You're about to lose your city, so... I mean, that couldn't have been a worse decision for you. It really couldn't have been. But you've just given me the boosted defensive tactics, which is just wonderful. Oh dear. Byzantium, what are you doing? Yep, friendship with Georgia for now. Who have you met? You've met Georgia. Interesting. Do you want in? Oh, they don't want in. Come on. Finally got my campus rolling in my second city. Let's get that done. Get my special scientist out. Oh, my science per turn is going to be through the roof very quickly. I'm going to just keep fortified on my holy site, but you can see Crusade is going to be very effective for us once we can push into their land. But you've been caught behind enemy lines, so I'm going to take you out quickly. I've got a spearman on the way. We've got builders. I think I've got enough army just to kind of hold the line, which is all I need to do for now. Especially because what they're going to do is spread my religion to Constantinople whilst we're at war, and that's going to be worth a ton of era score for me, so quite like that. Let's have archer number 1 and archer number 2. You going to try and attack me now? Give it a go. I dare you. Whilst we're at war, I'm going to get my first settler out as well. Halep will recover its food a lot quicker. It's always better to take the settler from the lower population city because the amount of food you need to grow a low pop city is way less than a high pop city. If I took it from my capital, it would take a lot longer to recover there. Just not worth it in the long run, so we'll take it whilst we can. There you go. Antioch has fallen. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? You've got literal enemies behind the lines now. Is it just naturally going to flip to me? It probably will, to be fair, which would give me loyalty. Oh, yeah, and look, you just lost some health on your slinger there. That is unfortunate. And oh, that's an embarked unit. I wouldn't leave that there if I were you. This is what I would like to call a 101 in how not to play an offensive war. What are you doing? Come now. Okay, I've got a spearman that's like on the way, which would be really handy. And this settler, I think I am going to get a coastal city, you know? We'll go and settle over in this direction. I'll get the sailing boost. Feel like I do want at least a couple of boats at some point. Although, do I go for a pasture? Oh, I should have gone in the other direction, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would have been a good boost. Let's instead get the iron mine, get the iron working, and get a couple of swordsmen out. We don't need many. Just 1 or 2 will fight this war for us. I don't actually know where the other Byzantine settler went in the end. There was definitely a second in this area, but I haven't seen them, which is slightly disconcerting. I don't like it when I can't see stuff like that. All right, Ursa, let's go chop this out now. Bam, there's another settler. Actually, we can go and get this horse. That'll get the little upgrade that I'm after. And the water mill is the other unlock for construction. So we'll chop that out quickly as well. That's a droman. That is a droman. Okay, we've got to be a little bit more careful now. Dromans are the scourge of the seas. This is why Byzantium is so strong. People go, oh, it's Tagmas. Tagmas are the unit. No. It's dromans. Dromans are by far the toughest units. Look how much damage it just did to my archer there. Oh, I'm going to have to pull back. In fact, actually, a lot of my units are going to have to pull back so that they can't be shot from the coast. I think this warrior may be safe, but I am going to just put it into Antioch's borders there just to make it a little bit better. Look at that 40 strength pretty much against the city center. That's huge. And let's get this quick little pasture. Well, bam! Horseback riding. It's a good tech. If I can get actually a single horse out, that would be amazing. Get construction. That'll give me lumber mills and that'll catapult the production in this area to levels we haven't seen before. Oh, the German can still attack my capital though. So, you know, that's a bad thing. But luckily my archer is in a position to shoot. That warrior though is going to do some pillaging. Byzantium is weirdly in an effective position here to give me a couple of really annoying problems. But well, if we can take Antioch, I think that will help. The barb camp. No, that's not a good time to have a barb camp. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh, Bursa's appeared again. Okay, we've got Bursa around and we've got Bursa. This city was renamed because of the TSL, whereas this is just off the naming list. That's why that sometimes happens. +5, you say, on a holy site? Well, go on. Oh, look at that though. That campus would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's a 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually going to give the spot to the holy site over the campus because there's a better campus spot. Well, not better, but I think between them, the yields are pretty much exactly the same. I'm just giving more emphasis to the holy site than I am anything else. Oh, that's a bit painful, but never mind. Yeah, the Droman's doing good damage to my capital. That's not great. That's not great, but we've got the archers that hopefully can keep this warrior busy, and it didn't pillage my land. It decided to charge on the capital, which I think, as plans go, is a pretty poor one, but we'll see if we can take advantage of this now. Let's take Antioch 1 and then 2. Huge damage to the city center with all of the Ottoman abilities combined. Keep pressing there when we can. I have to say, Sumeria and Babylon are totally intertwined. Babylon have got a couple of cities out there, but they started the other side of Babylon. I mean, this whole area is an absolute mess. The Droman vanished. Why does that give me more of a worrying thought than anything else? I should be pleased that their massive fireboat has disappeared, but no, I feel dread. My second campus is finished there. there. I was on 16 science per turn. That's just giving me +5. Yep, like that. And we go bam, and I've got a +2 library that has +1 from Hattusa, and then it gives another +2 to both of those cities. So yeah, huge. You're gonna have to pay a lot more than 2 gold per turn for my gypsum. I refuse. I refuse to sell to you. Warrior attack, and let's get the spearman kill. That's really good for military tactics later into the game. Antioch is mine. Get off my continent. That's what I say to you. That's what I say so boldly, so proudly. That's a beautiful +4 holy site. You better believe we're taking it. Yep. Okay, these cities may take a little bit of time to come online. They will eventually. Now all we need is Byzantium to kindly back off. Chances of them doing that? Pretty slim. To be honest with you, pretty slim. Oh no, they did back off a little bit. Well, no, they just cycled their troops around. I guess that. Does that count? Probably counts. Here is a governor. Excellent. Well, as I discussed before, the pioneer, we want them. It's 2 population in my capital, which just that in itself is huge. I'm at 8 pop. The loyalty pressure I'll be able to put on Constantinople will be massive. It is always fully loyal. Oh yes, of course, the loyal capitals mod. I knew that. But there we go. 10 pop capital now, and we're just about to unlock lumber yards, which is in itself really awesome. Bursaran, beautiful 10 pop city. What I'm going to do is make my Grand Visier city, Antioch, and I'm going to pop my cardinal back in to where they were in Halep. I quite liked that as my holy city. Looks nice, feels nice. This is a big boost. Big boost. Construction. Amazing. That means I can start to print lumber mills. There's one. Oh, this is a good tile. A 2-4. There's another one. Excellent. We've got another builder being worked there. Come on, Byzantium. Peacetime. Peacetime. Shh. No, they don't want peace. Why do you not want peace? Oh, they just want eternal war. Endless war where the two of us drag each other down forever and ever and ever. I think that's what's going to happen, isn't it? Okay, then I'm going to start to build catapults. You don't mind that, do you? If the Ottomans build catapults, that's nothing. Actually, never going to get a commercial hub for now, but yeah, catapults, Ottomans, I don't think there's anything to worry about there as we slowly crawl towards bombards against the walls of Constantinople. Especially because there's a tile I can shoot over from my own, well, not my own side of the land. Go on, back off. Every time you send a slinger over, I'm just going to end up shooting it from my capital. I probably should put an ancient wall up here, actually. That would be relatively amusing. Why did we do that? I'm actually saying that we've got a commercial hub I'm going to stick in my capital that will give me a ton of gold, but more importantly, era score. I am keeping an eye on the era score. I would love it if my golden age continued forever and ever and ever and ever, and a +4. Oh, it's a +4 is what I needed. I, for whatever reason, calculated that wrong in my head. Never mind. So the pioneer is just about to be finished, which means I can just about start to put settler production in and not lose the population in the capital. But I'm going to put walls up first, not just because it's an engineering boost, but it's just also a really handy thing. Apprenticeship and education. We want education pretty quick because eventually I'm going to want to get my alchemical societies. Oh, they are good university replacements. People often underestimate just how powerful they are to their own detriment. Ivory. Does anyone want to buy this? Oh no, gypsum for 14 gold per turn now. Excellent. That's looking good. Ivory 6 gold per turn. Oh, the citrus for 14 gold per turn. Yeah, gold. Gold is what I need in this early stage of the game. That's exactly what I'm looking for. The way I'm kind of seeing this war is this feels a little bit like a war for independence, you know? I've claimed my homeland. I'm pushing back the Byzantines. I'm making sure that they can't establish themselves over here. There's barbarians that are just scuttling the edges of the Byzantine Empire as well. It's looking really nice. Now, oligarchy later into the game is going to be really, really important, but I've got a choice. Do I want 4 combat strength on my melee and anti-cav units? Now, the Janissaries would get that bonus, or do I want the 1 housing and 1 amenity in every city? That's an absolutely massive bonus, and people sit on just how powerful that is. It's difficult to know, really. I am getting scientists, but not a huge amount of them. I could get a lot of great people, but I don't think it's really going to be my focus this game, so do we try and do without it? We've got Feed the World, which should get the housing, so I don't need the Classical Republic for that, although it does stack really nicely. And I guess Pioneer eventually will give us Urban Boom, which is 2 amenities in every city. You know what? Let's go oligarchy. It feels a little bit different. It feels like that might be the effective strategy for us at the moment. We'll go conscription for now. Agogi is always useful. Urban planning is pretty lovely. Do we go builders? No, you know what? I'm going to go builders here and urban planning. Therefore, we can make our builders super quick if we want to. In the meantime, capital. What do I want to do? Ancestral Hall for the settler production, or Warlord's Throne for the combat bonuses. Oh, this is such a choice. There's a large part of me that thinks that by the time we get the Warlord's Throne bonuses, we're going to be well into the mid stages of the game with Janissaries and all that sort of stuff. It won't be as effective, whereas builders right now would be really handy as I settled out. If I had more of a snowball already, I think I would go Warlord's Throne, but I don't. So I think I'm going to go Ancestral Hall. This is a tough choice though. I could legitimately see arguments in both directions here. It all depends on whether or not I can get a fleet across the sea to kill Byzantium, because they are the massive problem for me right now. Man-at-arms and shipbuilding is all we kind of need, and some galleys. So if I settled on my coast, I've got Ursa, I could make some galleys. That's not a bad idea. And if I could find some barbarians that would give me galleys, I could put them into, well, as long as they didn't get spawned into lakes, which is always a bit of a risk. You know what? No, I'm going to use Monumentality for the settling. We're going to go Warlord's Throne. I'm not going to see a benefit from it for some time, but that's okay. We are setting up for success a little bit later. This is one of those games where I am just focused on the long term. Let's try and engineer a situation that it's late stages of the game. We're going to be really enjoying this one. Here is another settler. Make your way over and go and settle that. Or do we settle on the coast? Oh, I think I'm actually going to settle on the coast. I know it sounds a bit risky. It's a bit risky, really. But it means I've got 2 locations, but I could, in theory, start spamming galleys from. It's another city centre opportunity there. So galley production is going to be something that is going to be very important for me very soon. Okay, interesting. Let's go military tradition. When Bursa's done, I'm going to get you on boat production. Arabia, honoured to meet you. Do you have any luxuries for me? We've got the Dead Sea. I found a little bit. Yeah, we're still exploring. Exploring is super important for us right now because era score is proving a little bit tricky to get whilst we're at war. Don't have the utter flexibility of just spreading out wherever we want to. Oh, you want to embark, do you? Or disembark onto my land? It's not a good idea for you. No, no, no. Oh, and perfect. The city now has a ranged attack as well. Excellent. Oh, we've just the entirety of the Byzantine army that has gone across the ocean, across this little sea passage. It's all dead. All my luxuries are being sold for loads and loads of gold, which is lovely. And my horses are going to go for tons. That's amazing. I'm saving my iron. I think an iron army is more likely to be used by me here than a horse army. We'll see. I don't know if that's necessarily true. We've got enough army in that front, so we're going to get rid of Agogi and put maritime industries in. And I don't think great people... No, look at that, Timur. No, 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 no. We're already on medieval era. Great generals, there's no point putting that card in at all. Urban planning, builders. Yes, I'm using all of my gold right now and all of my faith per turn to get settlers. And I think that's what we're going to be prioritizing at the moment. Oh, my city is so unhappy. Oh, we can get luxuries though. This is what I need. This is what I need. The AI to start actually improving luxuries. That helps so much. Egypt, you've got to have a bunch of luxuries. Go on, show me something. Something good. Nope, they do not. Never mind. We have got to the point though where some of the AI that we're meeting, they are offering me pretty decent friendship opportunities. So if we can make friends with people, we can. I know that we said we were going to, reform the empire. We're still going to do that, but I want to make friends with people right now. We've got to pick our fights slowly and methodically. There's peace. 5 gold per turn you're going to give me? That's 150 gold. I think I want that up front because I don't trust you. So yes, I'll take 100 gold. That means I can actually settle these cities in relative safety and build an armada and then go back to war with Byzantium in my own time. That's helpful. And it also means I can spread my religion over to them first as well. I've got 4 cities that I know follow my religion. So as you can see, no Byzantine city follows my religion at the moment. That's fine. We'll get there. Look at that trade route back to my own city. Oh, that really helps these new cities to grow. Okay, seeing as war is a little bit further away, I'm going to just enjoy myself and sell my iron for tons of money and make a friendship with Egypt whilst I'm at it. Look at that. Beautiful. And remember this for later. I have used my scout to discover the right-hand side of the map. That means later, when I go all the way over to the left-hand side of the map, I can circumnavigate the globe. Might take a while to do that, but it is possible. Gorgo, Sparta, hello Greece. You are not on the Ottoman chopping list? Cough. I bet they would have gone to war with me against Byzantium. No, they're actually friends of Byzantium. Dear oh dear, we don't like that at all. Give me some olives. Excellent, we're on the coast. We're much safer than we have been as well. 30 gold per turn for my deal. Oh yeah, for all my stuff. Sell my luxuries. We don't need any of them. Gypsum, yes, I'll take that from you. Excellent. saying all this, where am I actually going to settle? We haven't thought about this too hard. Now, like, I had my settlements interrupted slightly, but there are options for us. There's a beautiful ley line opportunity that gives campuses around there, as is that spot. So I think I'm going to settle on this location, and I might as well settle on that location as well, just to pack out this area a little bit. Okay, perfect. So in this game, I'm focusing a little bit more on having lots of decent cities than I am tons and tons and tons of rubbish cities. So we're going for quality over quantity. You know, as much as Ursa can. I always, you know, will go for quantity to an extent. I can't help myself. Hattusa has been claimed so hard by Georgia, though. Look at that, they're doubling up on their envoys because her religion's over there. So clever, very clever. I like it when you see the AI actually using their abilities. It's not often, but when you do, it's very satisfying. Barbarians have presented quite a difficult problem for me in this game so far. Been very, very effective. Hello, Macedon. Georgia, if you start sending missionaries over to me, we're not going to be happy because my religion is best religion, and we all know that. Oh, there are so many archers in this barb camp now. That is a real pain in a boat. Please stop it. Can hire a swordsman from them though. I think I might need to do that, weirdly enough. One more city on the coast. This is a very indefensible city. I will lose it pretty quick if if people genuinely start to attack me, but I think it's okay. I think we are okay on that front. Warlord's Throne is now done. Engineering is almost there. Once I've got engineering, I need to get across the sea. We need shipbuilding as quick as we can. And actually, we probably need celestial navigation so I can get a harbour in my capital. That would be handy. Another governor. What am I going to do? I think I like 2 food in every city and 15% growth rate in all cities. I mean, why not? That's amazing. Combined with Feed the World, we should actually find that our cities now grow much quicker than they did before. Yeah, that's gone from 8 turns to 4 turns. Lovely. Max out the housing in every city, I say. Another holy site finished. Excellent. Let's get another shrine in. Oh, as soon as my faith per turn starts to increase significantly, I feel like this game is going to become easier and easier and easier. I'm getting so many holy sites out. I wonder if putting another governor in my... Oh, sorry. Oh, I too busy to chat to you. I think I've just insulted Dido. Never mind. I think it's worth getting another governor in Cardinal. Which one was it? Patron Saints. 25% production towards holy sites. Especially when a city gets founded at first. That's a huge amount of time off. There are so many barbarians in the Black Sea though. Byzantium has done a terrible job at keeping the Black Sea safe. I'm really not exaggerating when I say that. So much so that I'm actually going to settle off the coast. I don't think I'd actually hold the city, even if I settled there. That's amazing to say. Time to spend a little bit of money on some galleys to era score. That's fine. It's mainly the boost to shipbuilding. That's what I want here. Celestial navigation. We'll get shipbuilding afterwards. Once we can do that, I can embark an army. I am going to go after Constantinople, but I don't like where this Georgian missionary is. What are you doing? Stop it. Are you going to Constantinople? If you are, I'm not going to be happy about that either, because I want to crusade over there. No, are you going to my other cities over to the south? Again, not very happy about that if that's what you're up to as well. Oh, these barbs are just everywhere. I can't drive them back. I'm having to be so aggressive with my troops to kind of just drive them, but it's oh, I mistimed that movement as well. Oh, I've just taken a load of health off that, but I didn't need to. Fine. Okay, I might just save up for the swordsmen from that barb clan. I'm going to use their own wares to defeat them. I like when barb camps do that. They're just like, yeah, here you go. Here's some really powerful armed forces. Don't be bringing those armed forces back to defeat us, you know? And I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. No, sure. I'd never do that. Oh, you know me. Trustworthy Ursa. I'm so lovely. I'd never think about doing that. Ever. By the way, where is your capital? No reason. Changing my mind again. The Grand Vizier gives my capital 10 gold and 10% gold and 10% production if I'm assigned there. So I am going to do that. My Pioneer, I'm going to move to probably the most distant city, Antioch. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get some roads coming out of that city. It should be fine. I know I keep moving my governors around. I know every time I do that, I lose any benefit from them. So it's kind of a bit pointless, but I think in the long run, it works well. Oh yes, Constantinople has flipped to my religion now. Oh, and the archers again have taken a heavy price on mine. Don't like that at all, but can I kill that archer? I'm going to just aggressively assault here. 1 attack, 2 attacks, we can. Oh, if I can push back these dreaded barbarian units, that would be good. And I actually need to protect my archer by moving my galleys around to stop them from creeping around the back. There's the swordsman. Just going to quickly pick up. Okay, that feels a little better. That feels just a touch better. We'll see if it ends up being better. Here we go. An essential and intriguing part of my plan. There is a coastal town. Now, the harbour itself is totally without adjacency, but that's not the point. That's not the problem. The whole point is that we can now build boats right next to Constantinople, and that's exactly what we want to do. This is city number 7 for us now, Ankara. Byzantium's got 4. We've got 8, 5, 3, 2, 8, 3, 4, 7, 5. So a couple of cities have got 8. We're actually about to get our 8th city in 2 turns anyway, so that's not too bad. But yeah, it's always interesting to keep an eye on what's happening here. Oh, it's a delightful +6. Look at that. Yes, that is a camper spot. I could campus there as well. So in this instance, I want to save my gold, so I will get the +4 over in this one, and then we'll get the +6 campus instead. Still though, well worth it. I like it. You like to see it. Well, Arabia likes the fact that I have a religion but haven't spread it to him. I get that. We're on the same wavelength. Don't worry. It's all good. Poland. Now, can I avoid mucking up this particular meeting like I did with Dido? Poor Dido. Just told her to go away. Hello, I've traveled from across the Mediterranean to see you. I'm so excited. No. Just not today, not accepting visitors. Very sorry. She just sort of sat there going, oh, okay. Well, I was quite excited to meet you. And you're sort of looking there going, no. Away with you. Away with you. As I said before, delegation, beautiful, open borders. I'll pay a little bit for that. And we've got a positive relationship with them. Preslav's a good find though. Oh, yes. They want horsemen with the envoys that I've got. I've actually got 3 envoys. We can take control of Preslav and have an ally to the other side of Byzantium. That's really, really good. Surprise war is available soon, but we're going to denounce them. Let's get ready. Let's get ready for the another inevitable Ottoman-Byzantine war. It's just how these things go. It's lovely. Some would say it's sort of peaceful, relaxing. There's like a certainty in the world. And now Nader Shah likes my large standing army, so we might make friends with both Arabia and Persia and Poland all in the same turn. This is exactly what I want to happen. Friends with everybody apart from the people that I am actively destroying. It's how it should go. It's how it should always go. Friendship with Poland. Excellent. Friendship with Gilgabro. Don't feel like you can go anywhere, friend. Arabia like me. Persia like me. Oh, Theodora, you're starting to look a little bit isolated on the world stage now, aren't you? By the way, Georgia is ready to go. Ready to go on a joint war with Byzantium anytime I want. I don't even have to wait for it. That is amazing. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Let's get ironworking, engineering. We've got so many of these upgraded bits and pieces. Then we'll go for apprenticeship. Oh, I love the stage of the game where everything just starts to come online kind of at the same time. We have shipbuilding. We're about to get ironworking. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is about to come online all at the same time for old Ursa. This is city number 8, Adana. Lovely stuff. As I seem to remember, there was a very good camper spot here. +5. We like to see that. There's a +5 holy side over in this direction. Also like to see that. I could be chopping this stuff out, but I'd rather just get it working for now. Speaking of, I want to go and spread my religion over to Constantinople. So we're going to just go send a missionary across. Just a single missionary. That should do for now. There's drama and poetry. I haven't built any boats manually so far, but my capital is now in a position to do it. So I'm going to keep that for now. Do we go quadriremes or do we go galleys? I'll throw some galleys in because those dromons, I don't know where the dromons are in this lake, but oh my, not the lake, it's the Black Sea. You know what I mean. They're somewhere and I don't like it. Let's get diplomatic league in briefly, because now I can go 1, 2, 3. Hello Preslav, show me everything that Byzantium has. Oh, interesting stuff. 4 cities. All of these looking pretty tasty. Macedon does share a border with them. How's Macedon's army looking? As strong as ever. Okay, we're not going to be able to push those over very quickly. I want temples, but I also want scripture for 100% holy site adjacency, and then we also want natural philosophy as quickly as we can as well. So thinking about it, our culture needs a boost. We're getting very little culture per turn. This is one thing about Bear's governor overhaul. There's no Pingala. There is a curator who can give one city 0.5 culture per citizen. It's tiny. It's nothing like Pingala used to have, so maybe I should start buying some monuments. probably not a bad idea, you know? How much era score do I need for a golden age? 61. So I'm 14 short at the moment. Or 10 turns as well. If I take over Constantinople, that will give me some era score. So that's not a bad idea. There's the Droman. Look at that. It's currently in this river. It's the end of the Danube. I think it might be. So I'll kill this barb encampment. That'll give me 3. Then it's just 11. Any beautiful districts we can build that I haven't got already, like a commercial hub, that sort of thing is the sort of thing that would be a good +4. Yeah. That's not a bad idea, you know. That would be era score. Proving my religion? Has anyone done that yet? No. That'll be the medieval era. That will give me 1 era score from getting that. Civil service, we're ages away from changing our government as well. Okay, there are options. I think going to war has got to be one of the main ways there we're going to pick up enough era score to do stuff here. So the Pioneer is back now, which means I'm getting my 2 food in every city, and we've just finished 2 shrines as well in Antioch and Ursa. Oh, that's looking really nice. But, as I say, the campus, there's a huge amount of lovely campus spots in this city, but I think a commercial hub to get the era score, it's got to be up there with the best decisions I can make. Oh, look at that. My galley can attack with 44 strength against Constantinople, and we're not even getting the Crusader benefit there. That's pretty nuts. I could always do that trick of sending my religion over whilst we're at war. Wouldn't be such a bad idea, would it? Yeah, let's think about that. Yeah, I think declaring war, I think that's going to be the best thing to do, isn't it? Greece is just hovering over my land. If you're going to galley rush me, fine, do it. But I'm busy. I've got stuff to do. I'm off. Savia, let's see if Tamiris is still going to do Gilgabro 2.0. And yep, she does. Look at that. Every time. It's beautiful. Can I declare a formal war just yet? I certainly can. However, Georgia, would you still like to accompany me to the dance? Oh yes, of course you would. And I'm going to go through everyone that Byzantium's met and just one by one see who wants to join in with the war. Some people won't because of proximity, some won't because of standing army, but a lot will. And the more that do, well, the less grievances I generate, because if somebody is also at war with somebody I'm fighting, they don't care if I commit war crimes. They pretty much are going to be doing exactly the same thing themselves, so it's fine. Oh yeah, the Ottomans have raised quite the army here. We have the combined Ottoman, Greek, Scythian, Polish, Georgian, Macedonian army that have all gone in on Byzantium. And we can say, quite accurately, as this grand war kicks off, they started it. Wasn't me, governor. Wasn't me. Oh, and actually my missionary is going to make their way over as well. I've got enough land army to just sort of be bumbling across. I know they're all warriors, but let's be honest, does it really matter? When you have Crusade, anything is possible. Look at this galley attack. 54 strength, 10 from Serasker, which is my governor, 10 from Crusade Belief, 4 from Oligarchy. Bam. 1 and 2. There's no way the AI can withstand that sort of punishment. Anyway, we met Savia, which has given me just a little bit more era score, which is lovely. I'd like to meet more people, and that 3 era score is very, very handy. Still need 10. We're going to get 3 from our commercial hub. That puts me to 54. If we take foreign capital, that's 4, which is 58. We need 3 more. Can we meet 3 people? I feel like my slinger is kind of in the wrong place here. We're going down well into the sort of coast of Africa. No one lives down there. Not on this map anyway. We've already met Savia, which means this scout is pretty much going to be doing nothing for me as well. I could levy Preslav. 420, that's a lot of extra gold. We'll see how the AI responds to this, because Jadwiga might be a little bit annoying and steal them from me. See how that works out. Oh my lord, this battle is a mess. Macedon and Greece are still having their war whilst they're both at war with Byzantium. They've created a 3-way triangle war, which is just so confusing. Don't do this to me. Oh dear. Anyway, my religion is still spreading. We may even get like a peaceful spread, which would be quite nice. And luckily the Dromans look like they're heading north to Scythia. That's a really good thing. We don't want them coming down towards me if we can help it. That's brilliant. Oh, look, another galley. You can just smash straight in, steal Constantinople, get the 5 era score. Excellent. What's this city got? Oh, it's even got a holy site with a shrine in. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, thank you. That's right. You shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. Should we start making some catapults? I think we should. Say goodbye to my Diplo favor, though. I've now got -5 for owning Byzantium's capital. I'd like to think that it's kind of technically my capital, because I will seize it for myself. I mean, is this the point? Is this the point? We immediately rename it. We've got to, haven't we? Istanbul. Not Constantinople. Don't believe anyone. Just trust the Turks on that. One thing you might have noticed in all of that is all the population was retained, which is just lovely. I didn't lose about 3 pop. I've got an extra immunity in this city, extra housing. It's all looking pretty good. Now, Macedon and Greece both want to be friends, but really, they're going to be my next targets, most probably. So I might just let those friendships expire. The more war crimes we commit, the faster that'll happen. So we're not too worried about that one. Is that a settler? Oh, thank you. I've stolen a builder. I've stolen a settler. There's so much stuff here. It's like the AI wanted me to take this city and all of its things. All right, Preslav. I'm going to seize Preslav and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Can we levy the military? 380. And I get all those archers. That's really quite tempting. Anyone want to buy my horses? 4 horses? 4 sources? There we go. You see, everyone wants to buy them. Huzzah! 2 era score for levying it on the border with somebody I'm fighting. Oh, we need 4 more era score in 6 turns. It's going to be one of Ursa's glorious era score moments. You better believe it probably will be. Maybe. Scripture though, 17 extra faith per turn. Oh, that's good. I can hear you cry. Why didn't you go work ethic? Feed the world. It's always feed the world. Always will be. If we can get a crusade off whilst we're fighting here, that would be really, really handy as well. I also just want to keep an eye on my beautiful Grand Vizier. The range is 11 tiles, which means I can hit this city, but not that one. So I will have to move across to my new city at some point, but we'll wait on that one. So far though, there's a warrior moved in. Oh, they've got invisible scouts. They've definitely gone the surveyor route. But there's my missionary on the borders with the enemy now. That is looking mighty nice. So the city-state troops are pretty much absorbing all of the attacks here, which is pretty nice. It's a shame that Byzantium doesn't follow my religion, because I'm pretty sure they'd start to spread my own religion in combat if they did have it as their primary religion. Maybe spreading it around a couple of cities will help that, but the Dromans are picking off the city-state units. Yeah, these Dromans, they're so tough. If I show you what an upgraded galley attack looks like, so this is a galley with +7 combat strength, and don't forget I have oligarchy as well, so I've got +4. We're only barely holding because they're +10 strength with combat unit against units. It's just so good. Not fun at all, but it's the plentiful archers we've taken. Those are the best units by far. And wabam! Era score. We have it. Enemy city adopts our religion. You know what? Actually, 4 turns. I'm going to save this commercial hub. Let's build the temple first. Then we'll get the commercial hub. In fact, speaking of, there's another temple there. And there's another temple there. So much more food. So much more faith. Yes, that's right. The Ottoman Empire will spread. It'll spread so wonderfully. And we've even got our first catapults out. Only 2 for now. I tell you what, we don't need many more than 2. Apprenticeship has unlocked man-at-arms, however. I'm just going to hold on to a couple of warriors in my lands for this very reason. We need 250 gold, easy enough to do, and 20 iron. We should have that next turn. I reckon we can get a man-at-arms out pretty much instantaneously. And Istanbul will start to get new missionaries for me in a second as well. No, actually, even better. Well, we can start pillaging the mines next turn as well. Oh, this is so good. So good. What are we going to do? We want to get sea dominance? No, I think for now we want the universities. Seeing as we have a unique one, we might as well use it. Oh, speak of the devil. Huzzah! Let's get ourselves a little bit of gold. I don't have the raid card yet, but it's fine. I'm still getting 160 gold from each of these pillages, which is wonderful. And a city park gives me health as well. This city is well and truly surrounded now. I think my man-at-arms can just destroy this guy. Oh, not quite. Never mind, we might lose a little bit of a holy site thing there, but look, plundering trade routes, even more gold. Goodness me, we have a lot of gold we've taken this turn. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!